From Donald Trump's bruised hand and swollen ankles to Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping's casually musing about organ transplants and immortality, health is increasingly in the headlines, not because of medical breakthroughs alone, but because it reveals the vulnerability of powerful men who otherwise project invincibility. Yes, in politics, even a bruise can become a headline.
Interesting conversation between the presidents Putin and Xi has definitely sparked a global debate, not just about longevity, but also about immortality. It may sound like a science fiction, but the scientists across the world are indeed exploring ways wherein they can extend the human life dramatically. If you look at it, then scientists and researchers are working on the genes which control aging. Then they are also working on cellulolytic cells as to which flush out the old cells or the dead cells from the body. Stem cell therapy is being employed, which can help with rejuvenation of the organs. Whereas AI has also come to an aid where it is helping discover new molecules which can actually slow down the aging clock of the body.
When photographs of Donald Trump's hand revealed a conspicuous white patch earlier this year, the internet lit up with speculation. Was it vitiligo, an infection, something more serious? Trump's attempt to cover the mark with mismatched makeup only deepened the intrigue. Weeks later, images of his swollen ankles circulated. By July, the White House stepped in. Trump, they announced, had been diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency, a benign but common vein condition among older men. His physicians stressed there were no serious complications and that Trump remained in excellent health. For months, rumors had overshadowed reality. Trump's instinct to conceal and downplay created a vacuum in which every patch of skin and every step became a subject of scrutiny. In the age of viral imagery, transparency delayed often looks like transparency denied. In the last few weeks, it has become evident that the bodies of world leaders are never just private matters. They are symbols, political tools, and sometimes global flashpoints. These recent glimpses into the backstage choreography of power, Kim Jong-un's aides obsessively scrubbing away DNA traces in Beijing, or Putin's guards escorting a poop suitcase out of Alaska, show how the bodies of leaders are treated as matters of state security. What might look crazy on the surface is in fact part of a broader logic. In an era where health information can be weaponized, even a strand of hair, a glass of water, or a stool sample becomes politically sensitive. While Trump was hiding bruises, two of his global counterparts were overheard discussing something far more ambitious: eternal life. At a military parade in Beijing earlier this month, a hot mic caught Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping chatting. Putin's interpreter was heard saying, "Biotechnology is continuously developing. Human organs can be continuously transplanted. The longer you live, the younger you become, and you can even achieve immortality." To which Xi replied with his own projections. Some predict that in this century, humans may live to 150 years old. The exchange, quickly clipped and shared, caused a stir. Putin later confirmed the conversation, framing it as optimism about medical science and longevity research. Still, the symbolism was striking. While Trump struggled to hide a bruise, Xi and Putin were talking about rewriting the human lifespan. If this hot mic moment sounded futuristic, Silicon Valley already has its own poster child chasing the dream of radical longevity. Brian Johnson, a 46-year-old tech millionaire, has poured millions into an experiment called Blueprint, designed to reduce his biological age. Living on a rigid vegan diet, swallowing more than 100 supplements daily, and undergoing constant scans and blood tests, Johnson claims to have a heart of a 37-year-old and the fitness profile of someone in their 20s. His audacious goal is to rewind his body to that of a 18-year-old, a living example of how the quest for 150 years has already moved from political musings into private labs. At the same time, mainstream science is edging closer to similar questions. David Sinclair, a Harvard geneticist, has spent decades studying why we age at the molecular level. His research into proteins that regulate cellular health and compounds such as NAD+ boosters has shown that lifespan in yeast, worms, and mice can be significantly extended. More recently, Sinclair's lab demonstrated that epigenetic reprogramming could restore vision in blind mice and potentially reset aging cells to a more youthful state. While far from making humans live to 150, his work suggests that aging might not be an inevitable decline, but a biological process that could be slowed, delayed, or partially reversed. In short, Trump's bruise, Putin's longevity talk, Xi's musings on 150-year lifespans. These are not isolated oddities. The lesson is simple. In modern politics, the health of a leader is never just about medicine. It is about their image.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.